So, I'm doing the book challenge, and it's day 2, and it is a book or series that you wish more people were reading or talking about. So, instead of writing something, I'm going to make a video. This right here is book 1, Stephen R. Donaldson, Lord Fowles Bane, of the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant. This is book 1 of the second Chronicles, The Wounded Land, also Chronicles of Thomas Covenant. And then this one is the last one, Runes of the Earth, the last Chronicles of Thomas Covenant. There are 4 in this one. So far we're up to book 3. He's in the middle of writing book 4. I started reading these books. I think I read this one when I was in middle school and fell madly in love right away. Went out and bought all of them. I think these are the original ones. Might not be. Not exactly sure. But I had this cover. If you put all the 3 books with this cover in a row, they make the scene that goes with. I don't know anyone in real life that reads these books. I have no one to talk to about the amazingness that is these books. Thomas Covenant is like the perfect anti-hero. He's human. Basically, he's just a real dude. He goes to this place called the Land, and he doesn't believe it's real. He thinks it's a dream because I can't remember what happened the first time. I don't know, I think he got hit by a car or attacked or something. Anyway, he was like hurt and in a coma. And while in his unawake state, he's in the Land where he finds stuff. He's a leper in his real land. And when he goes to this place, he finds stuff that makes him better. And all of a sudden he can feel in his hands, he can feel in his extremities, and he still doesn't believe it's real because lepers don't get better. And it's a fantastic story. The first 2 chronicles are all centered around Thomas Covenant. In the second chronicle, we introduce Lyndon Avery, who is a doctor, and she's coming to meet with Covenant about some stuff, and ends up getting sucked into the Land also. And they bond and share this amazing experience together. And some stuff happens. Don't want to reveal anything. But the 4th one is focused mostly about Lyndon. So I suppose you can probably assume Thomas doesn't necessarily make it, yet he's still a huge player. It's an amazing series. And Stephen R. Donaldson is probably my favorite writer of ever. The way he uses words is just... I call him a wordsmith because I have nothing else to say about it. It's just, he's perfect. The pictures that he paints, the characters that he creates. I mean, if you love characters, if you read stories for characterization, it doesn't matter what it's about. The story, fantasy, whatever you want to call it, is about the characters. Like, just completely. So, I always highly recommend it. If you're looking for a book, this one right here, Lord Fowles Bane. If you don't want to read all 10 books, the first 3, perfectly fine to be on their own, because Mr. Donaldson had no desire or no thought that he would go on after those 3. The last 2 chronicles he decided on later. When he started with the second chronicles, he knew he would have a 3rd. But the first one is completely standalone. It's beautiful on its own. It's a perfect set of 3 books. My favorite character ever in the entire world is in this book. It's a giant named Saltheart Foamfollower, and the giants in these stories are amazing. They're They laugh, they tell stories, they travel. They're just these beautiful people. They're craftsmen in their own special ways. And the things that happen in the land, it's just a beautiful place. And it's so well sculpted and so well written. It is just hard to not be there when you read it. So that's the series that I would say for day number 2. More people need to read these so that we can talk about how amazing they are together. Because like I said, I met one person in real life. I was the librarian at the library here, and he was astounded that I read it because as I'm a girl. Because honestly, there are a lot of women that get very offended. Within the first 100 pages, let's say even less than that, there's a rape. So yeah, it goes with the story, and it really adds to the story. I mean, you can't just hear that and say, "Oh, I'm not going to read it," because there are a lot of people that get to that and they get so mad that they just stop. But you have to read it. You have to read past it. I mean, because it's worth it. It's completely worth it. It's everything that happens after that. It just builds. The lore, the stuff that's created in the story is just fantastic. I could go on forever. I wish I knew other people that I could talk to instead of a stinking camera, because I could go on, and I would love to have someone to like talk to about it, about how amazing it is. I can't even get Marie to read them because she doesn't like fantasy, so she won't read it. That, and it's 10 books, but she did read Harry Potter, so whatever. That's it. So if you need books, this one is the one to find. Read that. Lord Fowl's Bane, Stephen R. Donaldson. Claire, sorry. It's the first one, and I don't know if I would say it's the best one. It's a good one. I think probably my very favorite is in the second Chronicles. It might even be the last one in this one. But every time a new book comes out, I kind of have to reread them just because I love them so much. I've read them several times because there's so much in them, and they're so deep. There's so much about everything in it. This is indeed my original book, because this, if you can see it, is from a trip to the beach where we made a fitness club, complete with cards, in my book. So I guess I would have put less than middle school, maybe 7th grade. Anyway, these are amazing. Find this book and read it, because once you read it, you will want the rest. I promise. And even if you don't, even if you just want to read the first 3, you'll still feel satisfied and you'll be pleased as punch. So now that I've gone on for 9 minutes, sorry, if you watched all of this, I applaud you and I love you. You probably just want to listen to me talk. Sorry. Read them, find them, and then come talk to me, because I need people. I don't want to go. I suppose I could go to the message board, Kevin's Watch thing, and find it, but I don't know. I just haven't. I would like people I know already, just to meet somebody. That'd be cool. So check that out. Stephen R. Donaldson, The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant. More people need to get on this, because he's brilliant. Completely underrated, apparently, because nobody knows who he is, at least not around where I am. So please, find those books, read them, and talk to me. post about it, or just anything. Just read them. I don't even care if you tell me. Even if you hate it, I just read them because I don't know why you would hate it. I don't understand why anyone hates it. I've read reviews where people hate it, but I don't understand. I can't. Again, with the video bomb. Brody, say hi. She's just sitting here being cute. She has no idea. Alright, 10:30. Maybe I'll cut off some of this. Probably not. So, thank you for watching all of this.